June 6, 2021 marks the 77th anniversary of D-Day, the invasion of Normandy during WW2. Operation Overlord, the code name for the invasion, was the largest amphibious invasion in history at that time. The initial Allied plans, Operation Sledgehammer, were to invade northwestern ports in France as early as 1943. Discussions between President Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Churchill resulted in a delay of the 1943 invasion of Europe in favour of an invasion of North Africa, called Operation Torch. Churchill convinced Roosevelt that an invasion of North Africa, followed by an attack against the soft underbelly of Europe through Italy, would give the Allies a better chance of success. Planning for the Normandy invasion began in late 1943 and early 1944. The logistics for such a complex operation required many months of planning by thousands of Allied personnel. The distance across the English Channel from the staging area at Portsmouth, England, to the beaches of Normandy was about 100 miles. To understand the complexity of the largest amphibious invasion in history, you must look at the numbers. The invasion ground force was approximately 160,000 men, 6,939 ships were used to transport men and equipment, more than 2,395 Allied aircraft powered were used, 867 gliders were used, 7 million tons of supplies were shipped, 450,000 tons of ammunition were shipped. Such a massive operation required the utmost secrecy and deception in order to be successful. In his book, Bodyguard of Lies, Anthony Cave Brown writes about Prime Minister Churchill's obsession with secrecy and deception. The title of his book comes from a famous Churchill quote, "In wartime, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies." The deceptions used by the Allies were many. The most prominent deception took place under Operation Fortitude. To make the plan believable, General George Patton set up a fake army in East Anglia, in the southeast corner of England. This was the narrowest point in the channel across from the French port of Calais. The sole purpose of Operation Fortitude was to convince Hitler that the Allied invasion would take place at Calais. Patton's 23rd Headquarters Special Troops and his 1st U.S. Army Group South (FUSAG) were actual troops that would later become a part of British General Bernard Montgomery's invasion force. Fake equipment was produced by some of England's best designed studios and was used to simulate the arrival of tanks, guns and aircraft. In the build-up for the actual invasion, the Allies produced a scripted, 8-inch thick book of radio transmissions to simulate the radio traffic that would precede an actual invasion. The Allies also used double agents to further convince the Germans that Calais was the target. 2 months before D-Day, Allied forces conducted a dress rehearsal for the Normandy landings on an evacuated English beach. Exercise Tiger was a disaster.